Hamberine ZANU-PF, hamberine ZANU-PF, hamberine kubatana, hamberine kubatana, hamberine gwaro msangano, hamberine gwaro msangano, pasine mandu, pambile kubambana, pambile kubambana, pambile ZANU-PF, pambile ZANU-PF, pasine mandu. Thank you very much, Karai Pasi. It is my honor and privilege to address you today at this historic meeting, which is the first session of the Central Committee following the resounding victory of our colossal revolutionary party in the recent 2023 Amunas general elections. Takava Sasanga. Let me at the onset extend my heartfelt congratulations to the Central Committee for that historic victory. The unity of purpose, consistency, and hard work, as well as people-centered policies, programs, and projects, which we have implemented over the last 5 years, have paid dividends. This is why the people have put us back in government. Informed by our message and a demonstration of unity, love, and harmony, we delivered a free, fair, peaceful, transparent, and credible election. Together as a united people, we shamed our detractors who had wished for division, who had wished for violence, and even bloodshed in our country. Shame to them. Zimbabwe is a unique, independent, and sovereign nation. And through this election, we have demonstrated that no amount of machinations will sway our people to sell out our birthright. The democracy and independence we are enjoying is sacred and was paid for by the precious blood of many sons and daughters of our motherland. We will never ever betray them, and the heritage of freedom and sovereignty they bequeathed to us. We strongly condemn the opposition who are rejecting constitutionalism and democracy in our country by disregarding our laws, our institutions, and our processes. Zimbabwe under ZANU-PF will never be a banana republic. We have a national constitution and the laws which shall continue to be respected and adhered to. The tenets of democracy and the rule of law are not negotiable. Neither shall we pack these principles for political expediency. We say no. As ZANU-PF and the United People of Zimbabwe, our vote was loud and clear. Through our indisputable victory and thunderous defeat of puppet political parties, we said no to neo-colonialism and no to subjugation by our country's detractors. Makorokoto Amhlope, congratulations to ZANU-PF. Throughout the election season, our party ZANU-PF demonstrated its unmatched organization and mobilization capacities. The leadership and guidance you provided as the Central Committee in the respective provinces was most valuable. This saw us undertake electric campaign rallies with unprecedented numbers of people attending. Well done to you all, including our affiliates, first-time voters, churches, and the business community which supported our campaign. I once again congratulate and applaud Mashonaland and Central Province for their outstanding performance in these elections. The party regained all the National House of Assembly seats in that province and had the highest number of presidential votes and the least number of votes for the opposition. Well done, Mashonaland Central Province. Ninokutendai Mashonaland Province ndakamirira msangano we ZANU-PF dokutendai. To honor this outstanding and consistent performance by Mashonaland Central Province, we will be holding our first ZANU National Thank You Rally in Mashonaland Central Province. Other thank you rallies will be rolled out on dates the Commissar will announce, and the order I don't know. That's the Commissar's business. Before I proceed, allow me to pay tribute to our departed comrades, heroes and heroines, who served both the party and government at various levels, who passed on since our last meeting. I invite you all to rise. But before we observe a minute of silence, I will ask the Secretary General of ZANU-PF, Comrade Dr. Mpofu, to read out our comrades who passed on province by province in terms of numbers, not names.
Your Excellency, the following are national heroes and heroines that passed on in the preceding period. There are 7. I will read the names and then move on to the other categories. The national heroes and heroines: 1, Comrade Betty Mutero, Harare; Comrade Walter Kananga, Mash Central; Comrade Christopher Chidoti Mushowe, Manicaland; Comrade Abraham Kabasa, Mash East; Comrade Martin Beno, Mucheche, Mash East; Comrade Archbishop Professor Ezekiel Guti, Harare; Comrade Joshua Teke Malinga, Bulawayo. Then I move on to the provincial heroes and heroines, starting with Bulawayo, who lost 53 of these comrades, followed by Harare, 62 comrades that we lost. Manicaland Province, 76. Then followed by Mashonaland Central Province, 19. Mashonaland East Province, 57. Mashonaland West Province, 36. Masvingo Province, 45. Matebele North Province, 23. And Matebele South Province, 48. Midlands Province, 11. I want to thank you, Excellency. These are the comrades who passed on.
Thank you. May we now observe a minute of silence in their honor and memory. May their souls continue to rest in eternal peace. Comrades, the people have granted our revolutionary mass party, ZANU-PF, yet another mandate to govern our great motherland, Zimbabwe. This is the reality that the leaders of the opposition, their supporters, and their handlers must face for the next 5 years. Entertaining any talk of a rerun, a government of national unity, or a so-called transitional authority is a pipe dream. That will never happen. They must wake up from their delusions. The people of our great motherland have spoken. Their collective voices must be respected. Democracy and constitutionalism reign supreme in our country. As a party, our focus must now turn to the forthcoming 20th National People's Conference, where we must reflect further on the policies, programs, and projects that must be accelerated to improve the quality of life of our people. The review of the just ended harmonized general elections and the progress in the implementation of resolutions of the 7th National People's Congress held in October 2022 will also be critical towards consolidating the strength of the party and deepening our responsiveness to the needs of the citizens across all provinces. Serving our people wholeheartedly remains our key preoccupation, guided by the philosophy Nyika inovakwa igotongwa igonamatikwa nevenevayo. Ilizwe lakiwa libuswe likulekelwe ngabanikazi balo. Ukabona nyika isingabakwi nevenevayo, isingatongwi nevenevayo, isinganamatigwi nevenevayo, yarashka. You will recall that in the previous meetings, we considered the proposed amendments to our party constitution towards deepening and entrenching constitutionalism within our colossal party, ZANU-PF. Today, the Central Committee will be requested to endorse the amended party constitution, which now reflects observations and recommendations made in previous sessions of the Central Committee. Comrades, under the Second Republic, we have scored commendable and unprecedented successes as a party. Due to our comprehensive and transformative policies, the agriculture sector is on a growth trajectory. We have realized both household and national food security in our country. However, a lot of work lies ahead of us. We must further consolidate this position by ensuring that we continue to be a nation that is able to feed itself in spite of climate change. So far, the distribution of inputs under the Pfumbudza Itwansa program is already underway, while dam construction and irrigation development are ongoing. The Presidential Board drilling program, covering 35,000 villages, has gathered momentum. No village will be left behind. This program will see increased production and productivity across all our 35,000 villages. Our ZANU-PF party members should be mobilized to take part in rural industrialization to end poverty, improve incomes at the grassroots level, and lift many into prosperity. During the course of today's meeting, we will be receiving an elaborate report on the state of preparedness for the 2023-2024 summer cropping season. Meanwhile, the provision of accessible and affordable social services such as quality health care, education, clean water and sanitation, decent housing, as well as waste management, among other aspects of our people, particularly those in rural areas, will be scaled up and prioritized by the ZANU-PF government. Energy security remains crucial for our modernization and industrialization agenda. The local manufacturing sector continues on an upward trajectory, sector by sector and product by product. The transport and infrastructure development projects we undertook during the first term of the Second Republic are there for all to see. Outstanding works will be quickly completed and new projects rolled out in all provinces. I'm aware that the state of some road networks in various provinces needs attention. These will be attended to. To date, we have surpassed the US 12 billion mining sector target. I, however, call upon the Central Committee and the party leadership in general to encourage our miners to adopt good environmental practices. Communities must benefit from our rich, God-given natural resources. In rolling out our plans as the party and government, we must continue advancing the ideals of our party, the national interests and programs that are good for the people of our motherland, Zimbabwe. Let us equally be true to our African values, our beliefs, and our priorities. I therefore urge the Central Committee to nurture the culture of open, frank, objective, and factual discussions to enhance our operational efficiency and effectiveness. Party business, policies, programs, and activities must be undertaken with the big picture and the long-term projections in mind beyond Vision 2030. Informed by the lessons and experiences of the last 5 years, it is important that we drive continuity of the people-centered development revolution. Our people must be kept organized and mobilized to take ownership of the national development agenda over and above defending our national independence and sovereignty. Our party's deliberate and conscious interventions have seen the inclusion and the participation of the youth and the women in the government and the systems of decision-making. Further, my reconfiguration of ministries will see the accelerated implementation of strategies for broad-based empowerment, employment, as well as wealth creation and investments. Government is a product of the party. As such, we should continue to guide government as it implements our party policies and programs for the betterment of livelihoods of all Zimbabweans. The Central Committee should provide the requisite strategic leadership. We expect you, as the highest decision-making body outside Congress, to give direction and superintend over the achievement of the set national development aspirations and targets. More must be done in areas of underperformance to accelerate equalized development and a shared prosperous future across all our communities. Our membership, the rank and the file, should be disciplined and always follow the correct line of the party. The Central Committee should lead by example. In this regard, I urge you not to listen to the false, negative, and irresponsible narratives peddled by our detractors. The party and Central Committee should always listen to the people and address their needs. ZANU-PF remains the only party implementing sound policies to transform, modernize, and industrialize our country for the benefit of all our people, leaving no one and no place behind. At the international relations level, our country continues to enjoy great support and solidarity from revolutionary movements in our sub-region and other progressive countries of the world. During the recent 78th session of the United Nations General Assembly, we had the opportunity to tell the success story of our country, achieved in spite of the Western illegal sanctions imposed on our country. We remain grateful to the leaders from the region and beyond for amplifying our calls for the immediate and unconditional removal of the legal sanctions imposed on our country by some Western countries. As has become tradition, the party and the people of Zimbabwe will once again undertake activities to commemorate the SADC Anti-Sanctions Day on the 25th of October this year. In conclusion, I want to thank you all for attending this important session of our Central Committee as we remain seized with delivering on our electoral promises and the obligation to build our country brick by brick and stone upon stone. ZANU-PF is unstoppable and moving forward, serving the communities and nation at large, and building lasting development that leaves no one and no place behind. Let us get on practicing and preaching unity. We must preach peace. We must preach love. We must preach harmony, as well as production, productivity, and hard, honest work. With these remarks, I wish us fruitful deliberations. And now I ask us to return to our agenda. Pamberi ZANU-PF, pamberi nokubatana, pamberi negwara msangano, pambile ZANU-PF, pambile kubambana, pasine mandu. I thank you.